All right, friends, here it is, the brand new Tesla Model 3. This one, again, is the standard range, so it's not a true apples to apples comparison. This is maybe a Granny Smith apple compared to a Red Delicious, right? I don't know. You tell me what you think. I can definitely see hardware 4 in the camera. Nice little bit of red here, as you might expect. I like the aero covers, but I like the previous generation aero covers as well. From this angle, I really don't think that you can tell that there's much of a difference in the car unless you really look at the front fascia and look to see. You can't even really tell from this angle on the back that the lights are any different. You can tell from the front, yes, but from the back you really can't see anything. Again, I love the back tail lights. I think that's one of my favorite upgrades, and I like this, the diffuser down here. I think that looks really nice. Here's a really nice view of the front of the car. Again, I think that this looks really good, but it does look a little more standoffish, a little more aggressive, if you will, as compared to, the Tesla Model Y fascia that we have there, that is the iconic fascia that we've all grown accustomed to with the Tesla cars. Just kind of looking around, there really isn't much of a difference on the outside other than those two things. Let's go ahead and pop the trunk here so that you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. I do like the Tesla spelled out as opposed to the T, but again, I also like the T. I think that it's about the same. On my like-o-meter, I think that they're both about the same. This is what you can expect to see whenever you purchase a Tesla. Your J1772 to Tesla adapter, and the front plate that we're not ever going to put on. Don't put on your front plate, guys. I'm just kidding. Don't use that as a legal anything against me. You guys put on your front plate if you want to. Automatic trunk, as is the same in my car. Nothing new there. Let's go ahead and jump into the back. All right, so we do have perforated seats back here. It looks very similar. Same kind of design back here. This feels similar, but not necessarily the same as is in my car. It very well could be, but I think that it's a teensy bit different. Obviously, the perforated is different. Let me go ahead and sit back here. It looks like whoever was back here last was pretty tall. I can fit my feet underneath the seat pretty okay. I'm a short guy, so the person that's sitting way back in this car or in this seat, it isn't going to affect me too much. I don't like this. I do not like this at all. I think that is a missed opportunity. 2 USB-C charge ports. There is a look at the screen. Let's see if I can get a better view for you guys. Sorry, it's a little bit weird in the lighting, but you've got your climate control, you got your seat control. You can change the music as you would expect. Maybe look for some other media to consume, arcade, and then settings. Let's go into the settings. So pretty much just display and then Bluetooth. And then you've got volume slider, because you can add headphones and have headphones so that you can view this screen without much of without interfering with whomever is driving and whatever they are listening to. So I believe that in my car, this speaker that we see here is, I don't know where the speaker is. I don't know if there is a speaker in that area of my car, but it's fine. It's not like great. It's nothing to write home about. It's fine. The light is not here. This is just a silver. No, wait, the light is here. Okay, so that's a white light. I'm sorry. I thought that maybe it was going to stay purple, but it didn't. It is a white light all the way around, so that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that the light went into the back as well. I do like the placement of these lights. That's kind of nice, because otherwise I think that there's a light like up here in my car. I could be wrong. Maybe there isn't a light. No, there's definitely a light up here somewhere. Got your hook for, your grown man. Got my nice shirt. Gonna go ahead and lay it down back here. Go ahead and click this. This is well, actually, you know what? This is designed slightly different. You know what? I might like this design a little bit better. I like the way that this fits here better than in my car. I don't necessarily like the way that it fits in my car. But there is a quick little review of the back seat for you. Interesting. I didn't realize that was how it came down. So the entire headrest comes all the way down, and then you've got your drink holders. So, little thing to note about this is these guys move. These little guys move. At first, my big cup didn't fit in there, but then I pushed it down and it ended up fitting. So that's nice. Got your baby car seat stuff, whatever there. Pretty big hole down here. I'm not entirely sure what all you would put. Ooh, I can feel the emergency release, I believe. Yep. All right. So there's the emergency release. And then that was actually pretty easy to get to. So kudos to Tesla for making that easier to get to back here, because I know that there was concern, especially with Out of Spec Mom, Out of Spec Dave, about how one might be able or not able to get out of their car in the event of an emergency. We'll see if I can get this back in here. Not really. There we go. All right, we're not gonna, there, we won't say anything else about that. Big button, like I mentioned before, that's nice. This is about the same. Let's see how far the window goes down. Goes down the same amount, about halfway, as you might expect. Oh, and the automatic window does work. Very good. Let's go ahead and jump into the front passenger side. All right, so we do have controls on the seat here, as you would expect. Oh, this looks a little dirty. No big deal. I think that this is about the same as is in the back. This looks the same-ish. Obviously, it's got this here. You know, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like Alcantara would be more desired than whatever this cloth is. I don't really like this cloth. Got your phone heater chargers here, as you would expect. I still think, so there's a little bit of a lip here. In my car, I'm not sure that there's much of a lip, but there is a little bit of a lip there. I don't know that I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think that I like this particularly. So there it is, all opened up for you guys. And where are the USBs? Okay, so they're right here. I believe you should be able to see. No, I don't feel anything right there. Where are the USBs? So there's a 12 volt. Is there a USB anywhere in here? I don't see any USBs, guys. Huh. Okay, so no USBs in this area. Now, I do have a bit of a complaint with where my USBs are in my car, but I'll talk about that in another video. Let's go ahead and open this up. So this didn't have a button. It just is a lift up. There's no like button in the middle that you have to press. Oh, there's the USB-C right there. So, okay, you know what? I will go ahead and make that little pet peeve complaint, just so that you guys can see. It is pretty big in there. About the same as the one in the other one. But for these, in my opinion, these USB-Cs should really be like on like right up against the wall here, but down here. That way that you can plug it in and unplug it pretty easily, and it isn't going to get broken. This is like prime asking to get broken because it's just jutting out. So not really a fan of that. Ooh, guys, look at this. There are less than 400 miles on this car, and the seat is already getting, whatever you want to call that, creased, worn, whatever. So something to be aware of here. You know, these Teslas don't necessarily like to be sat in. My car definitely has creases as well. It's just one of those ownership experiences that you might expect in a Tesla. So, oh, that's interesting. Okay, now I see what people have been talking about. this is literally just like a slide. It's not really a tap. So that's kind of cool. Same as you would expect in my Model 3. Nothing has really changed there. So, all right, guys, I guess that, you know what, that's about it. So first-ish drive in the Model 3 refresh. Everything is on the steering wheel. No stocks. That's really the biggest change that I've noticed about the Model 3 refresh. I love the light that goes all the way around. It even goes in the back seat. Right now it's red. At nighttime, I feel like maybe this light could get a little weird, but, you know, during the day, really not bad. I personally don't like this cloth on here. This is the standard range, guys. It's worth noting that this is the standard range. I believe that in the long range and the upcoming performance, you'll get Alcantara here. It's not like cheap or anything by any far stretch, but I just, compared to the Alcantara, I don't really like it. And I feel like the dash is a little bit tighter. I don't know. It's a little bit more compact than in my Model 3. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to go drive it. You ready to get in here, Zach? We'll see what's going on. All right, we're gonna go up for drive, back for reverse. Boom, there we are in reverse. All right, here we go. Getting on our way. Yeah, hopefully nobody is back there. Perfect. Nope. Interesting. I feel like I want it to be the other way for some reason, the forward and backward on that. Oh, I went for the stock. I already went for the stock.
I don't know what any of this means. It'll be my first time driving in a Tesla once it's my turn. So you gotta explain all this to me as you're...
Yeah, man. So
pressing buttons.
What we've had traditionally in the Model 3 and the Model Y lineup is that there have been indicator stocks for the, for going into drive, going into reverse, and for the, left and right turn signal indicators. And in this, everything is on either the screen or on the steering wheel. So it's just a little bit to get used to start off. But I feel like so I drive a 2023 Performance. This is the 2024 refresh. And I feel like the differences between my car and this car are honestly quite minimal whenever you're talking about the entirety of the car. Quick, big differences are that the seats are perforated, so they are heated and cooled, whereas in mine, I don't have perforated seats. They are only heated seats. So let's go ahead and turn on the cooled seats. We're going to turn on your cooled seat so you can feel what that entails, what that's all about. I actually don't. Okay, there we go. Now I can feel it.
I like that.
So that's nice that you can change between the heated and cooled. I really, really like that, because in my car, my back does get a little sweaty whenever I've been sitting in it for a while. And in the back, it also has the heated and cooled seats. In the back, it has a nice little, 6 or 7 inch display. So that's for, your kids, or if you're doing rideshare or whatever, that people could watch something or see something in the back. They would probably have to connect their Bluetooth headphones or something to it to make it a real experience back there. But the fact that there is a screen back there is really, really cool, so that, there can be some entertainment to be had. And your children can put on their headphones or their earbuds and go to town with Bluey or whatever it is that they prefer to watch. Spider-Man. Miss Rachel?
Yeah, that's what my 2-year-old watches.
There you go. Hell yeah.
4-year-old. Straight Roblox.
Roblox.
Yep, straight Roblox.
There you go. Hell yeah.
That's what's trending these days.
So let's
get
over here. We're gonna get on the interstate. Just see what that's all about. So far,
see. Can it turn right here?
Yeah, we'll get it. I mean, it's not like autopiloting at the moment.
I know. Let's see if like a normal car can.
Yeah, we'll get in here, dive right in.
Insane. Wow. Another Tesla. Everybody loves Teslas.
Yeah, there are a lot of Teslas in this area. I feel like Oregon has a pretty high concentration of EV drivers.
I can't wait to see the Cybertruck driving around.
Oh, man, I know. So, whenever I went up to Portland, however long ago that was, I don't know, I just put a video about it, but they had a Cybertruck in the showroom at McAdam, and that Cybertruck, from what I understand, is Tesla North America's Cybertruck. Like, the person that is in charge of Tesla North America, that was, like, their Cybertruck.
It's it. I went to go see it, and it wasn't there anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I cried a little bit. Only 3 times.
So here it is. I mean, pretty solid. I feel like the road noise is acceptable. You know, it's mostly just tire road noise. There really isn't much to write home about as far as, you know, do I feel like this is like 10 times quieter than my car? Absolutely not. But it's quiet. It's fine.
Yeah, I just feel like yours was a little quieter.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. Now, I want to say that these are double pane windows. I'm not 100% sure if I'm completely honest with you, but I do think that they are double pane windows.
Yeah, we can always double confirm that when we get back.
Yeah, we'll check on that. It could be that only the Performance still has the double pane windows. I'm not 100% sure.
Do a little research just later.
It's, you know, it's a normal Tesla Model 3 experience in here that, you know, it's got a couple of extra bells and whistles. I'm liking this cooled seat. This feels nice, although I feel like cleaning it might be a pain in the ass. If anything gets stuck in those little holes, you know, you're not going to be able to get that squared away like you might want. Yeah, there are little, like, you know, perforations in there. Oh, I went for the stock again. Damn it.
What's the stock?
The, you know, your indicator up and down thing, you know, it's just on the steering wheel right here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
That's really the biggest difference in the entire car.
I've never seen that on any car.
So on the S and X, they have this kind of a setup where everything is on the steering wheel.
Does it steer by wire in here too, or is...
That's a good question. I don't believe so, but I really don't know.
Do a little technologies research.
There you go. We'll get it all figured out here one way or another. By the way, guys, this is my friend Zach. He runs the No Bark Chip YouTube channel and is No Bark Chip on X. Go ahead and check out his account. You guys be pretty impressed. I didn't realize that I was, you know, in the presence of greatness out here, guys. This is a YouTube legend. So, you know, we're out here trying to do a little collab out here. He offered to do a collab with me, and I was like, bro, I mean, you know, we hit up each other, dog. You know, we hit up each other, but it was cool.
We hit up each other. We ran into each other at a McDonald's, and, you know, I feel like that's what broke the ice. I was like, is that Dasher Cam?
Hell yeah. So
like, is that Bro Zach?
Bro Zach out there, man. We were out here both doing a little bit of gig work, delivery, you know, and, you know, so it's nice. It's nice to meet up with somebody and do. This is my first collaboration, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm blinding you a little bit, huh?
Wow, man.
According to this website, says the new exterior will be paired with an updated interior and new hardware. Hardware 4.0 onboard computer to be exact, which is used for Tesla's FSD. According to Tesla Scope, the so-called Project Highland will introduce a slew of new features, including interior RGB lighting and a steer-by-wire yoke steering.
Steer-by-wire. It's not a yoke, but steer-by-wire is... okay, cool. Sounds like we confirmed that. Nice.
Yeah, maybe the yoke will be in the Performance, or...
Yeah,
it just depends on how you buy it.
I don't know if you can buy the standard or the long range with the yoke, but the yoke could be an option for the Performance. We'll definitely have to see what ends up happening there. So real quick, we'll go over like what we're currently in. By the way, today is February 24th, 2024, about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are in Salem, Oregon, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, really beautiful day. This specific model has hardware 4, as Zach stated, and we are on software version 2023.44.3. My car actually just updated last night to 2024.2.7, so my car actually has a more up-to-date version of software than this car. Everything in the menus is just about the exact same. I really haven't found any differences in anything in these menus. Looks like the Tesla folks have charged this car up to 100%. And this is
on us right now.
Absolutely, yeah. The manager said that she was going to spy on us while we were out here. So shout out to the Tesla folks there. Really appreciate the Tesla folks in Salem allowing me to test drive this car, demo it, and allowing me to film. So thank you guys very much for that. I really appreciate it. It's just nice to be able to give you guys my experiences as a Model 3 owner. I've had my Model 3 for about a year. Tomorrow is actually my anniversary of having my Model 3 for a year. So I can't wait to film a little video on that, give you guys my thoughts on what owning a Model 3 like for the past year has been. Spoiler alert, I will say, if you don't have an EV and you're thinking about getting an EV, there is one thing that you really need to consider, and that is home charging. If you don't have the ability to home charge or to charge at your apartment complex or wherever it is that you normally stay the night, then that will be a big hindrance because the infrastructure is not there yet if you don't have home charging. So what I mean by that is it will be a lot more expensive if you don't have a home charger than if you do. So I pay like 8 cents per kilowatt hour off peak at home. And most of the level 2 chargers in our area are at least 30 cents per kilowatt hour, if not upwards of 40 cents per kilowatt hour. And the nearest supercharger to where I'm at, I'm in Albany. Zach is in Jefferson, just a couple of clicks up. And the nearest superchargers that we have access to for Tesla specifically are in either Salem or in Eugene. There is an Electrify America, which is the CCS charger in Albany at the Walmart. But we all know that the Electrify America can be a little bit less than, a little bit less than a stable experience.
It's not Tesla.
It's not the Tesla. So, we're just not there yet, guys. If you don't have the ability to home charge, I really don't think that an EV is for you. But that's just me, because, all right, let's go through real quick, a quick understanding of what the difference between level 1 charging is, level 2 charging, and then DC fast charging. So level 1 is whenever you plug in your charger into your wall outlet, your normal 120 volt wall outlet at the house, and that will allow you to charge at 1 kilowatt hour per hour. So that is putting in 1 kilowatt hour into the battery pack every hour. Whereas a level 2 charger at your house will allow you to charge upwards of 11 to 12 kilowatt hours per hour. So you're adding in somewhere between 10 and 12 kilowatt hours per hour. For reference, my car is about 75-ish kilowatt hours usable. I'm on maybe 72 whenever I did my 0 to 100 charge test. So 72 kilowatt hours usable. So on a level 2 charger, it would take me somewhere around 7 to 8 hours to full charge from 0 to 100, which you never really go down to 0 and charge all the way up to 100. You're charging somewhere between 20-30% and 70 or 80% on a daily basis. So, but at home on a 120 volt outlet, if you're trying to do that same test, it's going to take you 72 hours with the same amount of kilowatt hour availability that my battery pack has. So just something to think about. And then DC fast charging at Electrify America, you can get upwards of 350 kilowatt hours per hour. That's like the high charging rate. Only certain cars can charge that fast. And then at Tesla, you're pretty much available to get a 250 kilowatt hour charging speed at low states of charge. So hopefully that was a good quick rundown for you guys to understand the differences in charging. You really do need to have a level 2 at home if you want to drive one of these cars.
Even I know that. And I don't even own a Tesla.
Yeah. So it's
that's totally the reason why I don't got a Tesla yet.
Yeah. And I mean, it's expensive to get those. You really want to be thinking to yourself, what's it going to cost to like have the electrician come out and do this? That guy's door was open.
No, that's an honest thing though. If I did get a Tesla, I would have to redo the electrical in my house, and because we got a pretty old house, and it's going to cost a lot of money to redo the electrical, and then you got to get it installed, professionally installed.
Yep, all the permitting and stuff. It's not cheap. Do you have like a washer dryer at your house?
Yeah.
So, you could unplug your washer dryer and use the NEMA 1450 and charge off that. And that's almost the same thing as a level 2. So that's something to think about there. You might have to like unplug and replug something in, which isn't very fun. But if you were,
yeah, it is much of a hassle.
Yeah, and if you had an extra 1450 plug, that big plug is what we're talking about. That big ugly plug that.
The cord's pretty long too, or.
Yeah, the cords are really, really long. So we'll see if this car has one whenever we do a walk around, whenever we get back from our drive. But yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. This is the same thing as my Model 3, except it has a couple more bells and whistles. So if I had to give you a quick, would I buy this as a 2023 Tesla Model 3 owner? We're not really comparing performance to standard or long range or anything.
Yeah, this is the standard.
Yeah, this is the standard range, and it's very nice. The big differences, like I said earlier, were the cloth, as far as what I think that the difference between the long range and the performance would be.
Is for your phone?
Yeah, that should charge your phone wirelessly if you don't have like a big, there it goes. Bam. All right. See, look at that. We're just testing stuff as we go.
And it's fast charging too?
Yeah, it should be fast charging.
Yeah, it's fast charging.
But I don't think that I would go for an upgrade from my 2023 to a 2024. It's just not worth it. Now, having driven, 21 or 2018 and stuff, if you were driving that and were thinking about upgrading to this, then I would say that's definitely worth giving a little bit more thought. But if you have a 22 or 23 and you're thinking about upgrading to the new refresh, I personally don't see the value in it unless you really want that screen in the back. And honestly, you can probably just get something to suffice that's a third-party aftermarket kind of an install thing. So, all right, guys, those are my thoughts on driving the new Model 3. Don't necessarily love that everything is here on, the steering wheel, but you can kind of get used to that, I guess, as time goes on. It's not that jarring, but
technology works. You gotta evolve with it.
Yep, less is more, especially as far as Elon goes. So, all right, that's it. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one. And Apple, yeah. Later. All right, friends. There it is for you, the brand new 2024 Tesla Model 3. Again, this is the standard range model. The performance isn't out yet. Whenever that comes out, maybe I'll be able to come and take a drive and share it with you guys, but there it is. I can't say that I would recommend it if you have a newer Tesla Model 3, because it's very, very similar to my 23. I'm very happy with my 23 and I will be keeping it. Obviously it is a performance. This one is a standard range, so there are those differences to notate. But overall, it's a nice car. If you haven't gotten into Tesla yet and you're looking into getting a Tesla, this is very, very nice. I think that you will enjoy it. I do think that you will have a bit of a learning curve with everything being on the steering wheel as opposed to using stocks. I really think that that's probably the biggest difference in change that I didn't like. And I hate to sound like everybody else, but it honestly is what it is. This is the first time that I've ever driven a car without stocks, and I'm not really a fan. So anyways, there it is. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on another one soon. Later.